What's good, Pac Man? How's life? What's going on with you, bro? God, I'm so tired. Track Hawk Sean, what's good with you, big dog? Ah, shoot, I just stubbed my toe. Just my luck. Okay. Chilling in the truck. Yeah, man, I'm in this hotel right now. Big Scooter, what's popping with you, dog? Working. Big Shannon, what's goody? I got my work cut out for me. I'm See, I know I came here. I'm in Springfield. I came here to certify as a PSD instructor. So, and yeah, I know I was already a trainer. Now I'm an instructor. And to be an instructor, you need at least 2 years of experience. As for like DOT regulations and stuff like that. Basically, I'm left with a little bit of homework that I'm working on right now. I got a student, even though I still have to take PSC class on 26 and stuff. I hate 26. Heading to Columbia. Ugh. Bruh, I refuse to stay at the TA in Columbia, South Carolina. There was a guy that asked me for money while I was asleep, and I said I ain't got it, and he punched my window. I ain't been back since. But anyway, you see this packet right here. What's happening, my guy? What's good, Phil? I'm suffering. But you see this packet right here. This is the pre-trip information that they give to the newer students, the students with their permit, so they can study it to pass their test and all of that, right? Well, here's the problem. I don't know if y'all can read that. This is 2018 Freightliner Cascadia. They did not think it was important enough to write one for the Peterbilt. I have a 23 579 with MX13 in it. They have no real information on that. Not only that, but there are things in here that just flat out don't apply to my truck. Like, I'll give you an example. Here we go. Slack adjusters and push rod. I don't have slack adjusters on my truck. Brake drum, I have disc brakes. Brake lining, that does apply. But that's just a couple of the things that don't apply on here, along with a few others. So what I'm doing right now is creating an entire presentation. I'm rewriting the whole pre-trip that I know I'm going to cross-reference it with the examiners probably tomorrow. But I'm going to have to write all of this tonight. I'm going to create the entire presentation, and I'm going to take it to the examiners and say, yo, I rewrote this for my equipment. Is this okay? Because I need to make sure that I'm giving my student the right things that they need to pass. I got my work cut out for me. It's so, oh my God. I've been getting run ragged all day, and then, hold on, let me catch up with these comments real quick. I'm from South Carolina. Yeah, one of my best friends is from Greenville. Jaron Damp, right? Ah, shit, pre-trip. Bruh, it's torture. I had to relearn it myself. I mean, once I read it, it's not that difficult. The real thing is like the in-cab and like the apply brake pressure test bullshit. I had to regain my muscle memory with that. I really wish service manuals were spec specific. 100% agree. That's what's up, bro. Sadly, you're probably going to have to teach both because no telling what spec they will get once they go. Oh, well, they have all that information with them already. So I'm just rewriting because the thing is, if they study with this stuff, they can't test in a Freightliner because I have a Peterbilt. So they have to work with my stuff. So I have to teach them everything that has to do with mine. I know it's possible because people do it, but I don't think they're going to the extent that I'm willing to go to. And finding the information that I need from these cats is few and far between. So it's like, you know what? I'm civilized. I'll do it myself. But another thing I did today, my most recent student, he finally got his own truck. Y'all want to see something funny? Look at this, bro. Y'all know who I work for. But look at that. Why does that look so familiar? It's almost exactly like mine. He got better headlights, so I'm hating on him for that. But he's got the leather seats; they're not heated and cooled. He's got the air ride on the steer axle. So it's like he never left. So he's real happy about that. Someone has an electronic file. Ask them if they will email you an editable file, and then you can just make an edit. Shannon, thank you for being the voice of reason. I've been running so ragged. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm about to do. Hold up. Because I'm willing to bet I could find the electronic file on. Hold on. I remember that first crank up going solo, boy, it hit different. Yeah, bruh, the fear of God hit me. Because I'm driving a truck that I'm not familiar with. My first load was like 45,400 something pounds by myself. And it went to Fort Smith, Arkansas. It was a short run. It went from Springfield to Fort Smith. But you got to take I-49 going that way. I ain't never been that way before, so I was already kind of psyched out on that. And then I get there, and the backing situation is real tight. Or it was a trip. It was a trip. I ruined my first load. It was ice cream, but I forgot to set it to the right temperature. I was leaking through the crates. Boy, I'd be crying. I'd be sick. VLPSD program, trainer, classes and training. Um, oh, do I have to redo my Hive certification? Good Lord. I'm tell y'all right now, man, training ain't for everybody. You have to have an absurd level, and I do mean absurd level of patience. Damn, it's not on here. Um, okay. Now I gotta get creative. Let's send out an email probably. Um, or I could probably just scan this document that I have already, paste it onto here, and make edits to it from there. I could probably get away with that. Same here. I had 3,500 gallons of hydrogen uncut on my back. Yeah, no, Phil done did some things that I wouldn't dare to do. First load leaving Springfield, I had in the Ben and Jerry's in Vermont. Pay was excellent. Last time I went to Vermont, I got really sick. It's ironic because I went to. Hold on, grab this water real quick. I went to that Ben and Jerry's up in St. Albans, but the night before I had stayed in a hotel in Montpelier, and when I got there, I felt fine, but then I started heading back south and got sick. Same thing happened, different illnesses, but the same thing happened when I went to Montreal this last time. Well, I was in Laval, which is northwest side of Montreal, Quebec. felt fine, and then I crossed back into the States and gradually started getting sicker and sicker. And then I ended up in Salt Lake City for a week, dying in a hotel. It sucked. Yeah, I don't want to train even though I would be good at it. I'm just nervous about putting my life in someone's newer. Yeah, the way I look at it is somebody had to take that same chance on me, you know. But I'm at peace with the idea of death anyway. I don't want to, if I could prevent it as much as I'm gonna, but it's inevitable. I'm not in control over how I die when it happens, but it's the only thing promised to me, so I'm at peace with that. That's just me personally, don't not everyone is like that up here. Not gonna lie, this heavy haul got me rethinking my career path. You still heavy hauling in them areas most wouldn't dare. Y'all remember that, the one situation, we ain't gonna get too much into that. I was sick to my stomach. Shit, I would be too, dude. Excuse me. Someone has to, they got a podcast. Y'all doing too much. Okay. I'm going to take what Shannon said. I'm going to go talk to some people at the plaza tomorrow and see if I could get an e-file emailed to me. But I do think the presentation would be a good idea either way. It would just simplify it, make things a whole lot easier. Last load I had was a small building, 15.7 clearance, 10.2 wide. Drugs. I don't have, man, balls of steel to haul something like that, and I ain't got it. I mean, I might have vibranium nuts, but not like that. Hold up. Put that. Let me go and fix this real quick. There we go. Kind of sucks because I have to be up at like 6:30 in the morning, but I still have work to do. I still got to get a shower. Swear to God, I'm not wearing the same thing as yesterday. I bought a bunch of black clothes, and I've been wearing all black a lot lately. Trying to simplify the things I have to think about, and that's one of them. Yeah, but you won't have to retype it all. At least you could copy and paste. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. I'm actually real curious about who freaking blowing up my damn phone. Yo, who who got that alert today? Everybody was saying to freak out about. That was really just like an Amber Alert type situation. No, I was outside. I was outside on the training pad. It's dumping rain, and my phone started blaring. Swipe it away. You know, like a bunch of fear mongering going on. So now you're taking on folks that just got out the DMV. Yes, I am. I got the alert. I laughed so hard when I got it. God, literally, it was literally beep. It was just a notification, just like any other Amber Alert. There's been so many conspiracy theories about it because the conspiracy theories get views. They get views, man. These people, they're worried about having a following. Ugh. Worried about having a following. But then again, a lot of the stuff that you see on social media is just fear mongering. I don't know what it is, but I kind of loop it in the same realm as drama. Drama gets views like fear mongering gets views, conspiracy theories. Not saying that conspiracy theories are negative per se, but a lot of them are overtly negative. And by nature, things on the internet that are overtly negative tend to get much more attention. That's why people who post drama and stupid shit get more views than somebody who puts out genuine content. I had my headset on, I almost went down. Oh, bro, I was ready. But see, it happened 10 minutes earlier than what everyone said it was going to happen. I was hearing 1:30, unless I'm tripping, but a lot of people were saying it was going to happen at 1:30 today. It happened at like 1:20 for me. Some cats feed on fear. Some of us have no fear. Exactly. Only the cool kids. Fear is fear is just any other. It's like any other emotion. It's something you can control. You got complete control over that. Not saying it's not something that can be triggered. Of course it can, but anyone with a high level of self control can combat that pretty easily. I wonder. You know what sucks? I have to figure out all of these maneuvers on the training pad in my truck that I've never done. I can make that truck dance. I don't know if I can make it do algebra. Anyone who's seen the training pad, they know it's just a huge algebraic equation, or really geometry, but there's algebra in it too. It's a completely different formula in that truck. It's longer than the ones that they're taught in. It don't turn nearly as sharp. Not even close. I feel like it was a distraction. The government shutdown is just adding propane to the landfill fire. Bruh, it's a distraction just like finding Tupac's killer. Anytime something stupid about to happen, they do that. So it really just tells me like, yo, pay close attention to what's going on around you, the people around you, current events really, and keep your head on a swivel. Ugh. Don't get too distracted. Okay, I messed that up. Hold on, can I? Boom, drop that down. Boom. This one was okay. I will say, I found all these parts that I needed to know on my truck, except the air compressor. I can't find that thing for the life of me. But certain parts, like the water pump and stuff like that, are just hidden. Or they're like behind something, so you gotta kind of like look over and do all this extra stuff. When they redesigned the motors and these things, I don't know. They did some dumb shit, I will say. I had to sleep now, 2 a.m. rolling out to Utah. Please, please be safe, Shannon. I appreciate you stopping by. I will say, even though I'm moving bigger stuff, I'm not working anywhere near as hard as I was hauling LPG, crude oil. I'm guessing the loads are less frequent because it's more specialized, right? That would be my guess. I want to know when I developed the skill to type without looking. That one came out of nowhere. We stay busy because we have direct contracts with the drilling rigs we move. It's slow sometimes, but right now it's booming. Is booming getting closer to winter? That's interesting. You would think around this time it would slow down, right? Or am I flawed in my thought process? Boom. All the rigs are trying to get staged before winter. It takes way longer to move in winter conditions. Oh, so you're moving the rigs themselves. Drilling is slower too. I would bet. Sheesh. Especially being like, these oil states tend to be in, of course not Texas for real, but a lot of them tend to be in colder areas. So I think in the wintertime, the ground just scientifically would be more difficult to get through. I'm about to finish this first page and then I'm going to probably wait on the rest of the information. I should have brought a pen in here. Yeah, the rigs break down into several pieces. We move the rig itself and the housing. I can't visualize it. Like, I know what an oil rig looks like. I can't imagine one broken down. Boom, bam. Boom, X that. Yeah, it's wild to see it all come apart and go back up. Yeah, it sounds like a circus. And I don't trust no damn circus. I swear. It's rough when you work non-stop. I've been working non-stop and I'm not getting paid for it because I'm leased. Hell, I'm even paying for this hotel room. At the end of the day, I think it's worth it. Like, I know a lot of people are not cut for this, which is fine. I recommend very few people bother with training people, but and I have my moments where I just flat out don't want to do it, and I get frustrated and annoyed and a bit nervous at times for like my life and theirs. But I think the best part about it is the fact that people come into trucking from all walks of life. For a lot of people, it's a last ditch effort to actually make something happen. Being a part of that growth and that change and, helping potentially turn somebody's life around for the better is a good feeling. It's one of those things that just makes me proud. Some people ask me, they're like, I don't know how you keep doing it. That's really it. You know, I'm a jackass, but I have a huge heart, if I'm honest. So that's the thing that allows me to keep it up. Trucking definitely changed my life. Yeah, it changed mine too. You know, it's not, I'm not going to say I'm making drastically more than I was before I was in trucking. I, mean, I make a decent bit more. But it changed my perspective on a lot of things. It shined a new light on others. It showed me who in my life was real, who wasn't. The biggest thing was independence. It really taught me how to be self sufficient out here because, like, it's really just a big game of survival at this point. You know, it's real dangerous out there. You never really know what you're going to get into, where you're going to be at, that kind of thing. So, I'm grateful for all the experiences I've had out here, good and bad. Gotta give you your flowers. You had a hell of a run so far. I've been through some shit. I've been through it. A lot of people, I mean, because I've been in this about, what, coming up on 4 years now. And some people wouldn't believe the experiences that I've had out here. They straight up wouldn't. I talked to another driver, he's another YouTuber a few days ago when I was in Portland. And we you know, just chopping it up because we got certified as TNT trainers in the same class. And I was telling him some of the stuff that I had gone through because he was telling me his stories. I'm like, yo, get this. And he's sitting there like, I don't know how you don't have more content. I'm like, I just don't talk about everything, man. Some people wouldn't believe it. That's the killer. He's like, ain't no way. Because, you know, all these truckers out here, they all got their horror stories and their war stories. And, you know, like, there's going to be that one driver about how he freaking liberated a village in Siberia in his long nosed Peterbilt and some crazy shit like that. It's just coming from someone as young as me, they wouldn't believe half the stuff I could tell them. I got that. Right. Common sense stuff. That's right. That's right. The more I look at this, the more it's starting to flood back into my mind. Yeah, they just don't know. You've been in the field for real, dog. Man, I've been in them trenches. I don't know about the trenches, bro. Their career been all pretty. Yeah, was popping, bro. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing my best to try and stay awake. I got work to do, and what time is it? It's 9 o'clock. Man, I'm trying to watch Ahsoka. I still ain't get to watch that new episode. I had stuff to do last night. They just holding me out. That's all this is. Okay. So what I gotta figure out is if that C shaped joint is actually the tie rod. I think it is. Because the tie rod on the Freightliner is more of a linear thing. On my truck, it's like you got the pitman arm, drag link, and then the tie rod does something like this. And then that cotter pin, the castle nut, is hidden kind of like underneath the brake chamber. but I have to know where that is. What's popping, dog? I'm trying to be a good teacher. That's it, man. I'm just trying to do my job. Hold on, what the fuck? Where is that? Nah, let's make that fancy. Freightliner suspension geometry is horrible. I don't understand how it is legal to be using spring arms in 2023. That don't make no sense to me. They couldn't use like a leaf spring at least. You would think they would have figured out something to do with that airliner rear suspension. They still ain't figured that out. It's been a long minute. How are things going? I'm doing marvelous. Actually, I'm in Springfield because I'm certified as a PSD instructor, which comes with a whole new level of work. But I mean, so far I've been blessed, man. I'm chilling. I'm literally like I know I haven't been posting a lot, but it's like I've just been living in the real world, man. That's all. I've been enjoying myself. Ego Phoenix. Do I recognize you from Salivate Metals chat? I do not know who that is. Excellent to hear. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm living, trying to do better, trying to improve the lives of others. That's all. You know, I say that like that's not a big deal. It's a huge deal realistically, but you know, my attention has just been needed elsewhere. That's all. We're proud of you as a trainer. Seeing your previous student upgrading to his own truck, man, it made me so happy. Not only he get his own truck, he got one just like his damn teacher. Hey, ain't that something? Same color and everything. You know, I'm still hating on them headlights. You know, I wanted that wasn't an option when I ordered my truck. You know, he got the Superior with the LED light bars and all the extra intangibles and stuff. You know, I got to give him a hard time on that. Like, it ain't all that. But like, I'm so happy because like, dog, he used to stress me out. He used to stress me out so bad, but I had to maintain my composure because if I show that I'm stressed, it's just gonna make him even more nervous. It's awesome watching him go from this nervous, overthinking. I don't know how to describe it. You know, he was real timid. Going from that to, you know, about to be on the road on his own, moving loads by himself. You know, of course, he's got that little bit of nervousness that we all have when we go solo, but a complete 180 from what he was when I first met him, man. And you know, I think the best part about all of it is now I get to talk to him and treat him like we're equals. You know, I'm forever your teacher. You know what I'm saying? He got questions, he's gonna call me, and that's what they do. But I don't have to talk to him like I have to maintain this. Understand, man. I am above you in this way. You know, I don't have to. You know, I can let my hair down a little bit and you know just be cool, and that's a great feeling. Um, I must have been thinking of Silver Phoenix. Yeah, shit, possibly. At least you got keyless. Oh yeah, oh yeah, bro. I gotta. You know what I'm saying? What's that? I honestly I don't know why because that truck it's a 24, but it had 91,000 miles on it, so I'm assuming it was a team truck for sure. I don't know why the last person didn't complete the lease. But when I looked at the truck, I couldn't find nothing wrong with it. The only thing I found wrong was Going, the tire pressure, it was a little low. It was at like 90 psi, so bumped that up. And the two steer tires, they were missing like the valve stem covers. Other than that, mechanically, that thing was sound, dude. I couldn't find nothing. Nothing at all. It was like flawless. Watching positive progress is a great thing. Absolutely. Absolutely, because like a lot of people a lot of people get it in their head when they screw up that they can't do it. And a lot of people can't accept the fact that it's okay to not know. It's okay to be in a position where you have to learn. A lot of these newer students, especially, have a habit of beating themselves up, not realizing that every single person who's teaching them was in the same position at one point. Don't look at me like I'm anything but a normal person. Everything you're going through, everything you're feeling, everything you're thinking, I've been there already. So I get it. I try to look at it from a perspective of understanding and try to move past it and build that confidence rather than pointing out the mistakes as much. Like I can tell you like where you went wrong, but I'm gonna also tell you like, yo, okay, you did this. This is why I think you did it. Next time, do it this way or whatever. This is the result that you're probably gonna see. It might work better for you. Always give them room to think about it instead of dwell, if that makes sense. What's up, gang? No, I'm just doing me. That's all. Trying to stay up and work on this naturally, this last page, and probably just call it quits. Have to do a little bit of research on something, a couple of things that I need to edit on this sheet. I need to figure out the right way to do it. I think I have an idea of how, but I don't know for sure. And of course, I'm going to need to cross reference everything that I do with those who are above me, I guess you could say. Fun times, fun times. Your boy was talking loud. So Freightlines, I called them peasant liners. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, bro. I love messing with the Freightliner cats, bro. It's all love, realistically. I'm sure your chiropractor like you too. So that's another. Okay, this is another thing that's different on my truck. The spring hangers or the spring mounts, whatever you want to call them. They're in two different positions on the drive axle at least. The Freightliner, it's like here and then it's here, whereas on my truck it's like here, and then the leaf spring is a big ass C, and then there's that other mount that's right here. So that's another thing to have to adjust to. Hopefully it don't psych them out too bad. I doubt it will. But yeah, them Freightliners, shoot. I've yet to drive a Freightliner that I liked. I'll just put it like that. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just not impressed. Not from my experiences. No, I guess all carriers are peasants thing because that's what happened. Bro, if they cared about their drivers, they wouldn't be giving them that. They have Freightliners because they're the cheapest truck to run. That's why they do it. The prerogative of any business is to make money. So, I mean, honestly, if I had a fleet of trucks, I would have a fleet of Freightliners. It's just I'm not driving one. Shoot, if I gotta get on the road, it's in a Pete or a Kenworth, the hell, Volvo, anything but that. They'll just know it as the boss's truck. I don't know what the heck that piece of. How did that happen? There we go. Screw it. I'm like, yeah, no, he's not one of us. It's gonna be purple with like gold decals on it or something. Everybody else would be like white Freightliners or something. Just give them the hardest time. I've driven all manufacturers. Kenworth is the best for me. Ain't Kenworth and Peterbilt the same though? I mean, I guess a 389 or 589 now and a W900 are like drastically different, but like the arrow joints, I think they'd be the same. Have a blessed night, and we good seeing you again. Much love, man. Much love. You enjoy your night as well, bro. Stay blessed. See, I'm gonna have to change that. Nah, not for here though. Point those out. Should point out front and rear mounts. See, when I'm making a point on here, the biggest point is to be very deliberate about what you're doing. It's like, yeah, y'all remember taking a driver's test in the car, or hell, I mean, we all truck drivers in here, so taking a road test, you had to make it real obvious. You was checking the mirrors, doing. No one looks at the mirrors like that, but on here, and what I teach, I have to make it very apparent that you have to be very deliberate about those because they have no other way of telling. Trucking with T-Bone, what's hopping, dog? And no, Kenworth is superior to Peterbilt, or at least Kenworth parts cost the most. I honestly wouldn't know. I think freights are the best. You're on drugs, dude. I'm gonna give you a hard time, but I remember the Freightliner you had when you was here. Shoot, he had a lightweight. I still, man, I feel bad for him. I don't know how y'all do it. I said Freightliners are cool, I guess, if you solo. I just don't understand how anyone teams in them. I'll never understand that at all. So this the killer part is this under the hood stuff, leaf springs, but also got airbags. So now you got to loop that in too. What is it? No abrasions, bulges, cuts, not leaking. Ugh. It's a mess. It's just little things here that I have to change and move around and stuff like that. I'm not complaining per se. It's just comes with the territory. My Volvo doing me good. Prime trying to get them Kennies though. Yeah, I've yet to see one on the leasing site. I mean, I think I saw one, but they're very uncommon. They're not easy to come by. Question: what are your strong points in training, and what areas could you improve on? My strongest point is patience. Like the way that I'm talking, like I've watched them make the biggest screw ups, and even though on the back end I might complain about it, in the heat of the moment, like we'll take. I'm not gonna say his name, but was he my fourth student? I made a whole video about it. The student from hell, when he almost flipped my truck over, I was talking to the company, called the crane, I was talking to the police and all that, and I was just as calm in that situation as I am right now. Until he asked me if I hate him, then I lost my mind. But in the heat of the moment, I have a way about me to where I just like I keep a level head. It takes a lot to knock me off my square. As far as where I can improve more, I guess it could be communication could always, because I have a very direct way of how I do things, or how I say things, but that direct nature does not always work for people, and sometimes they have a hard time ingesting that and really, I say ingesting, but digesting it and really understanding where it is that I'm coming from. And for whatever reason, like when I speak, sometimes it makes people feel stupid. But I guess it's really because when I speak with confidence and assurance, and like I know what I'm talking about when they're in a position where they feel unsure. So I guess I could probably be better in that arena because I am aware of it. It's been a struggle. Um, I never drove a K Dub or anything else. Yeah, you missing out, my guy. W Live, man. I'm out in San Francisco. Please be safe. Does your front bag kit have manual control, or is it just controlled by the height valve? It's controlled by the truck. Having a height control, I would have to have that installed, and I just never did. It's like the dump valve. I can't dump those airbags either. I never really saw a point in it. I mean, I've seen them drop. Like, you drain all the air out of the truck and then let it sit for a couple of days. They'll drop. But as for as many times I've seen that, it's rare. It's kind of trippy being in it when you start it up and then all of them lift back up and level back out. And it's funny. But no, those airbags are more so for support, I guess you could say. So, like, they call it air ride, but it's more like an air assist to the springs. It takes pressure off the leaf springs. I would invest in the next gen T680. I would love to. If I could custom order one, I would. Oops. Boom. Trans Am has them, and their pay is trash. Yeah, Trans Am kind of has to have them because they don't pay. It's a shiny toy to get them in. 2 weeks ago, a guy pulled in a 379 with a W900 swap that he aired out his front. He ought to be ashamed of himself. Oh no, bro. That's like having a Century class with 389 headlights on it. Bro, what are you doing? Flexed on. You should give your student a list of what's expected of them during training to be clear on how things will go. Yeah, I did that. But let me tell you how I did them. Y'all familiar with the Oasis? When we met, we went and took care of all that. But he was telling me he was hungry. He was like, man, I'm gonna go to the cafe or whatever. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna let you do that to yourself. So I took him to Fire and Ice. It was cool. Spent like a cool, well, like $90 on dinner, which was fine. Got to know him a little bit. Gave him the sheet, all that other stuff, like what I expect. And of course, he was very respectful. Before I even got to it, he asked me. So I could tell. I mean, from what I can tell, this guy is serious, but without asking too many questions, you got to know how to play with words. I want him to open up and tell me like why he was here and what it was he was trying to accomplish, and what's driving him or whatever. So now that I know that, I know how to work with him. I'm not gonna put his business out there or nothing like that, but he's here for righteous reasons. And I guess you could say his existence is necessary to somebody. That's all I'll say about that. So, yeah. I think he's even if I'm not the trainer that works out best for him. I could see him going pretty far in the industry because of his why. If you've ever heard that terminology, like know your why are you doing this? If you have no reason to be here, you're gonna crap out. And he's got reasons, so he seems like a cool dude. Of course, he's older than me, like the rest of them. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, Ray, trust me, I've learned from my mistakes prior. The best thing about training, well, I ain't gonna say the best thing, but the main thing about training is each student prepares you better for the next. So there's certain things I didn't do in the past that I will this time, and we'll keep that cycle going. I still don't know if I'm gonna continue doing PSD. I may like it, I may not, but me, Monkey, can I sing you a song? Okay, I mean, sure. As long as it ain't that one song from the Boondocks, you know the one. Scrap that. There we go. Mm, Control don't apply to this guy. He's just trying to get a rise out of you. Yes. Yeah, as it's true. Respond, it's his cue. Oh, that's interesting. You know what I wish? I wish I knew somebody in Springfield who could retwist dreads. Because I desperately, like, sheesh, man. It's been about 6 months at this point. Fuck now, I've never gone this long without a retwist. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. No. I might just have to ask questions on this one. Okay, rotor caliper, chamber mounting bolts, spring brake caliper. Inspection points. Pads hole, debris, insurance, spring brake, parking chambers, yada yada yada. Okay. This should be good. So this is what I'm trying to figure out right here. I'm on here trying to figure out what exactly the inspection points are on air disc brakes before I actually write it down. And this is a complete pain. But like I said earlier, even if I do figure this out, I'm still going to have to cross-reference it with the examiners to make sure that it's what they're looking for. So I can't just put any random mess. I actually have to put what's correct, or what they deem is correct. What sucks is I'm gonna have to teach this cat how to take a test, and assuming he passes, then I'm gonna have to basically throw all of it out the window and say, all right, now I'm gonna teach you how to do this for real. So, which of course they say don't do that. Yeah, I live in the real world, dude. Come on now. Suppose push rider. Oh shoot! No way. Wait, so what brand is this? That's not it. That's not it either. Or that. Jesus, I hate these people. I think I might have found something. Yeah, we'll see. We'll get it together. But anyway, I think I'm about to get off here because I already completed this first page. Next, I just need to do research on these few points that I basically told him to ignore until I figure out what the correct information is that he needs, and we'll, work on that. So I'm gonna get off of here and work on that, and I guess I'll tap in with you guys later. So I appreciate you all stopping in. Thank you. All the feedback, comments, questions, whatever the heck you was doing. I'm just here. Be happy, stay blessed. Like I always tell you guys, be happy, be freaking happy. Okay. Anyway, I'm out of here. It's been good. Y'all be easy.